Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. This is your host, Fred Arnold, on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm with Mark Figearo. Figearo, sorry. Always mispronounce Mark's name. Green Convergence, and solar company. I will say, is a solar company that provided solar energy for my home in Westridge. So welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Fred.
Yeah, so why SunPower?
Oh,
because you provide SunPower's product.
Exactly. We're actually what they call SunPower branded dealer. Actually, when we sold, we were Green Convergence. We're SunPower by Green Convergence now as the first SunPower branded dealer in the nation. The reason we sell only SunPower is it's a 27-year-old California-based company. It's the most efficient solar panel on the planet, which means we're going to get more kilowatt hours over the life of the panel than any other panel out there. It's a proven product. It's a highly tested product. Again, super efficient. It's going to be working decades ahead, and it's a company that's going to be around. The reality of this industry is a lot of companies are closing. There was a big major Chinese panel manufacturer that China pulled the plug on just this week. So
yeah, and you think about it, that is half your concern, is you get a warranty on this product, but if the company's not around in 10 years or in 3 years or whatever time frame you need the service, you got a problem.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the thing I liked one of the reasons why I picked your firm, Green Convergence, was both you and your partner have expertise in two different things from a previous career.
Exactly. And again, while the panel's a huge differentiator and getting the right panel is critically important, and we think it's not going to be long when you're selling your house, people are going to say, what kind of solar? Right now people are just, hey, think solar. It's not going to be long where people are going to say, what kind of solar do you have on your house? Is it a panel? The manufacturer is still in business. And likewise, getting the right installer. Because one of the things that a lot of these companies come out, these investor-backed big companies, they don't even talk about a panel. They don't talk about the fact that in reality this is a roofing and electrical construction project.
And your background's electrical.
I've been doing electrical 35 years. My partner's got 30 plus in roofing and waterproofing. So our marriage, so to speak, brought the two key elements of the construction project that solar represents together.
Yeah, and it is an extensive amount of work that needs to be done so your house does not leak when it rains.
Exactly.
And it's still protected from the elements. Let's talk about product just briefly. I know we talked about it a little bit. Is there a rating on different products? And because they always seem like every manufacturer has their own, they're the best and why they're the best. What do you look for?
You look for efficiency. You look for the average panel is in the 14-15% efficient. SunPower exceeds 20%. And they're the world record holder for panel efficiency. I mean, this kind of stuff you can...
What does that mean? What does that mean, efficiency?
Efficiency means the amount of light that it's going to convert to electricity. So the more light that panel converts to electricity, and while SunPower's 30 to 50% more efficient day one, by 25 years out, they're probably 60% more efficient because they degrade at a much lower rate than your typical, what we call commodity panel. Commodity panel is pretty much what everybody else puts out. There's some variation of the same technology. SunPower has over 140 design patents that keep the competitors from copying what they do.
And they're not that bad looking nowadays. Your
Not
solar
SunPower.
panels,
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful looking panels. Why are so many manufacturers closing? Why are we seeing that trend?
Well, what's happened in the last couple years is there was a glut of manufacturing capability, especially from China. And China started dumping their product all over the world, which drove prices down, benefited you as a consumer, but it really hammered manufacturers. And then you had all this mess in Europe, which Europe was leading the pace on solar. That's hurt European companies. So at this time, there's a glut of low efficiency panels out there that have depressed the market. Again, it's benefited the consumer. There's never been a better time to buy solar. Electric rates have skyrocketed, and solar rates, product rates have plummeted. So this is just a wonderful time to get solar. But this glut of manufacturing capability and saturating the market has pushed manufacturers to the brink.
I want to talk about now the price, why people get solar. They get solar to save, for me, it was saving dollars in the future. Mm-hmm. I am a firm believer, and the reason why we went solar, two reasons. I would say, one, solar costs are going to continue to rise.
Electricity costs.
Electricity costs are going to continue to rise. There's no doubt we do not have a strategic energy strategy in this country, according to everything I've seen, to where we're going to be able to meet the needs. So what's going to happen? Price is going to go up to build infrastructure, to pay for infrastructure, and I'm going to pay the price having 4 kids and having more usage because it's tiered pricing. The second thing I also know is eventually these rebates are going to go away, where it makes the cost of the solar less expensive. Let's talk a little bit about future cost of electricity.
Well, and I wish I came up with this. I think it's great. One of my sales people came up with this, but they said if I was sitting in your living room 20 years ago, 1993, and you know what you know today, and I said, look, I'll sell you gasoline for the next 20 years at $1.10 a gallon, which was the average price of gasoline 20 years ago. Knowing what you know now, you'd say, where do I sign?
It's a good deal.
And this is, historically, electric rates have gone up, doubled every 10 years. We think because of the infrastructure issues, it's going to rise much faster than that. We saw a big rate increase in Edison in January. So when you get solar, you know exactly for the next 20 years what you're going to pay for your electricity, especially when you get a SunPower system, because most of the time we're able to eliminate your entire electric bill. If you don't need as much roof space with a SunPower high efficiency system that you would with a conventional, what we call commodity solar panel.
And I'll just tell you right now, my electrical bill, the first month, it turned on sometime January 10th or so, was $3.82, I believe my wife told me.
I am sorry that was that high.
It is. I'm sorry. Was it? No, I'm not. Let me tell you. And there's 2 ways to buy solar. There's the upfront investment, and we were able to invest that money up front. People can do it through a refinance, home equity line of credit. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but your rebate for right now at the state and federal government is about 1/3 of the cost. And if you were to buy it outright,
exactly.
So if the system costs you $30,000, you're looking at $20,000, out of pocket after your rebates and incentives. So it really does make sense right now to invest in that. But there's also an option if you don't have that money for leasing, correct?
Exactly. Leasing is a great way to go. Probably 75% of our clients lease a system. You can go zero out of pocket. Still, again, know for the next 20 years you can budget every month what you're paying, and you don't go through this, oh my gosh, if I live comfortably this summer in my house, you know what last summer was like, and they're expecting the next several summers to be equally hot, that, people make choices. Either I'm going to get this enormous summer bill or I'm going to sweat. I mean, let's just call it like it is.
Absolutely.
With solar, every month that payment is exactly the same. You put it in your budget and...
There it is. I'm using the money that we're saving each month, which is going to average out to about $500 a month for the year, to pay down principal on my house.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
you have a strategy of what you're going to do, because it's a pretty good investment up front, or lease it, and the money you save apply to principal on your house. And at least you're guaranteed what the cost. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a business person, as a consumer, electrical prices are going to go up. And it's important to have someone like Mark on your sideline who's going to educate you on all this information and help you make a great decision that my family made just recently. So,
and we appreciate that, Fred.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming in again. How can those that want to reach out to you get you?
It's real easy. We have a real simple phone number, 661-294-9999. Or you can find us on the web at sunpowercorp.com/GC. GC as in Green Convergence.
Perfect.
So we're SunPower by Green Convergence now, as the first SunPower branded dealer. And thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Mark.
All right,
appreciate it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Host Fred Arnold, chairman of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce. If you'd like to be on the show, feel free to just email me, fred@fredarnold.com. Or if you want to ask me about my SunPower system, feel free to shoot me a quick call or email. My number is 661-505-4300. Until we talk again, make it a great day, and thanks for listening.